Thanks, Lindsay.
So tell me exactly what crews were called for today. I understand it was an explosion, and what crews saw when they actually arrived on scene.
Yeah, so we had several 911 calls for the report of an explosion. Our crews arrived on scene to a house that had received significant damage and was engulfed in flames. So we had 6 fire trucks arrive with crews that began to bring that fire under control and then try to protect the exposures on both sides of the house.
It's pretty shocking to see the aftermath of this. I understand the fire is due to the explosion. You can correct me if I'm wrong. And I know the investigation is still underway. It's very, very early in the investigation. But are there any clues at this point or any idea as to what might have caused the explosion?
No, we don't have anything that we can determine at this time. We do have the fire marshal has been notified, and they're sending their team of specialists that will be able to hopefully determine the cause of what caused this incident.
Okay, let's talk about injuries now. I understand at least one person has been injured.
Yeah, so reported when I arrived, I was updated. We had one person that was injured and was en route to the hospital. I believe they're in critical condition.
What is the message to neighbors in the area as well? Because as I'm sure you've seen, we have some pretty shocking footage from a neighbor's home of what that explosion looked like a couple of doors down. Any other damage to homes in the area, or what should they know?
Yeah, there is some damage. It was, localized around that event. We've got that area cordoned off still. We have, it's very active scene still. So police, we have the area cordoned off so people can't walk through and just helping to assist people if they need any of their belongings. But everybody's been notified if there's anything they need to be aware of. But the surrounding homes are safe to be in.
I'm not sure how common house explosions are in Barrie in particular, but what's the kind of procedure that crews have to go through when something to this scale happens?
Well, it's just, we don't know what caused it, but for us, it's also determining if there's more people inside the home. We were through some other means of asking neighbors and people who knew the people to make sure we were able to determine that there wasn't anybody else reported in the home that we're aware of. So that would help us not have to try to make access to some of those areas that aren't safe. And then it's protecting those exposures. So there was a bit of a fire spread to the houses on each side, so we just wanted to make sure we could bring those under control too. So it's not different than any other type of emergency response for a structure fire type call. The crews are very good at what they do, so they were able to bring that part of this scene under control fairly quickly, while we then tried to determine if we had to search for other people or just the extent of the damage from the incident.
Okay, and just lastly, Deputy Chief, obviously, again, early in the investigation, but how long do we expect this investigation to last and for crews to be in the area around there?
I'm not sure. Our crews are wrapping up. We're going to kind of just have a couple trucks that will remain so we can kind of just downscale the area of the street that we have cordoned off, and then we'll remain on scene, and that will be once the fire marshal and their team get on scene, they'll have a more determination. I can't really put a timeline on that for now, but we're just going to have this area cordoned off until we know further.
Okay, Barrie's Deputy Fire Chief Eric MacFadden joining us live. Eric, thanks so much for your time. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Lindsay.